guys, Joe here with another video for you guys again, and we are playing Agar. Today's gonna be a different type of video. I'm gonna talk about the day I broke my arm. Yes, it was, I think, 2 years ago. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. Well, anyway, if you don't know about this game, it's called Agar. It's a pretty fun game. I've played it. You press space to split into two like this. Hold on, wait. Like that. Oh god. And then so when I broke my arm, I was riding a ripstick. I was riding a ripstick down my neighborhood, minding my own business, riding it down with my brother, and then there was a mail lady coming. Mail, whatever you want to call it, mail truck. Yeah. I don't know. I think she had a little beard, a wispy little beard, though. Like it was white. She was old. I think she had a beard, though, because when I looked at her, she was like, "Oh, you come to my gingerbread house." Well, anyway, so I tried to stop, but then I couldn't get off the board. For some reason, I didn't want to jump off because I was scared to, because it was my second time riding it, was not used to it, and yeah, I was pretty scared. Alright, so when I stopped, I slipped back, I put my arm behind my back, it was my left arm, I heard a crack, it was like, and it just snapped. So when I broke my arm, it didn't hurt. It didn't really hurt. It was just a quick, like a bee sting. It was that quick. And whenever I was, oh god, I'm in a tight situation. Hold on, guys. Ah, no. Alright, well, whenever I was... Wait, So, alright. So, I broke my arm. It didn't really hurt. It felt like a bee sting. Then I was trying to walk home, and the mail lady was just sitting there watching me like nothing even happened, like I was faking it. She freaking needs to go die in a hole. Well... Then, yeah, she looked at me, stared at me with her beard wisping through the wind majestically through the wind. And then she just started looking at me like nothing happened. Well, anyway, my brother asked if I could have a ride so I could, get to my house, because I was like, we have a big neighborhood, our houses are like wide, and you wouldn't understand, we were like 12 houses away, and that's like a mile. Yeah, about a mile, I think. Mile and a half, yeah. Well, anyway, whenever he asked, she didn't even answer him, she just drove off. Drove right past me, looked at me, stared at me, and freaking did that growl she does. Yeah, that's what she did. And then, so we went to the emergency room. Well, there's the funny part here. I went inside. My mom asked what was wrong. My hand was literally curved, and I couldn't cry for some reason. My body wanted me to cry, but I didn't cry for some reason. Like it didn't allow me to cry. It was weird. So whenever I went inside, my mom said it was just probably what did she say? Sprained. Yeah, because it was only purple, and well, my arm was pretty curved. I don't know where she got the sprain thing from. But anyway, so I'm yelling, asking for a glass of water, because whenever I get hurt, I need something to drink. For some reason, I don't know why. But when I asked for something to drink, my sister was in the room whenever I was yelling for something. I mean, I didn't really say I need something to drink. I said I need water. I said, get me some water. And then I'm waiting for like 5 minutes. I look back. She's sitting there with a 10 bowl of water the size of my face. And I'm like, no, something to drink. And then she dumps it all out, then fills a cup with water. And then, yeah. So then we went to the doctor's, the emergency room. I started to cry because I could feel it. And then whenever we went to one emergency room and they didn't have x-rays, so they didn't know if it was broken or not. So then we went to another emergency room, and then there was a line, but I was screaming, so the girl at the front office said, I think he broke his arm, because I was holding my arm and screaming. And then they let me pass everyone. There was like a good solid 12 people waiting in line. And so, oh God. So anyway, the lady put me into a chair that, rolls whenever people are really hurt. I don't know why she did the rolly chair thing. And, dude, why don't you like teamers? Come on. Teamers are good. You want a team? Ah! Alright. Well, anyway, so she brought me back in the room. There was, I want to say there was 2 girls, 2 nurses, and there was a guy. That was the doctor. He was looking at my arm. He told me to twist my arm. I couldn't twist it. Then, he told me to bend my wrist. I could bend that. But it wasn't broken at the wrist. It was broken on the arm part. He was just making sure. So then we went to the x-ray room, and then they didn't put me on any medicine because they didn't have any. We went to the x-ray room. They took an x-ray of my arm. They went back with the results, and both my bones were broken in my arm. Both of them. Yep. That's why I couldn't rotate my arm, because it was a rotational fracture. It did not have anything to do with my wrist, even though it was really close. But my wrist was completely fine. It was just that my arm could not twist. Well, anyway, why that was like that, they told me that they could do surgery, or they could do, just push it back together. Which, who wants to do surgery? That hurts, right? So, I chose push it back, well, I didn't really get to choose, my mom chose for me, but, so I was completely scared, frightened, like, seriously, and, yeah, so, there was a lady, she came in, she cast my arm up with a sling, like, not a hard cast, like carbon fiber. It was just one for 2 weeks, so I could come back and have another cast, and then see if it has growth in it, bone growth. And if it didn't, then they would have to do surgery. But anyway, I was completely freaked out. So 2 weeks later, we went to the emergency room again. They took off the thing. It didn't feel so much better, but it felt not having a tight cast on. And when we went in, guy said, hey, and all this stuff, and yeah. And he took another x-ray of my arm. He said, it's good. The x-rays, there is bone growth, so you're good, no surgery. Then he's like, all we have to do is put a cast on. And then he puts the cast on. You know how carbon fiber is, well, glass? No, fiberglass. Fiberglass, sorry if I say carbon fiber. Fiberglass. Yeah, you know how it's wet? When it's wet, it's smushy? Yeah, well, he said they don't have to push together or anything. And my mom was in the room, my grandma was in the room, and then, all of a sudden, he starts squeezing my arm as hard as he can. And this guy's like a bodybuilder. This doctor's like a bodybuilder, like he worked out. Jesus, he was huge. In the arms. Oh god, that came out wrong. Alright. Well, anyway. So he was squeezing my arms as hard as he could, and my arm popped a couple times because it was breaking the bone growth that had already grown for the 2 weeks. And it was horrible. Like, it hurt so bad. Like, you cannot even imagine. He put me on no medicine. This is no medicine with no adrenaline or anything. No medicine. Can you believe that? It's kind of hard to believe for me. No medicine. Wow. He should at least give me a little bit of medicine. Well, anyway, and then after, I was screaming. My mom thought I was over-exaggerating. I was screaming, like, to the top of my lungs, like this. Warning alert. Yelling about to happen. I was screaming like this. Yeah, like that. Well, anyway. Then, that hurt a lot. Then we went to a pasta shop, and yeah, it was good. Well, it was painful, so never be too careful. Wait, no. Always be too careful. Yes, always be too careful. You can never be too careful. Yeah, there it is. You can never be too careful. Well, and then, I think 3 months later, 2 months and a half later, the cast was taken off, and I had to relearn how to bend my elbow, I had to relearn how to bend my wrist and rotate my arm. It was hectic. And then, when I fully relearned it, I had to put a splint on, like, arm brace. And then that was 2 other months, and then I was all better. So guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Leave a like. I would really appreciate it if you leave the like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you're new, and it will really help me out. Over and out.